the idea that I want to share with you is single present moment. The idea that the present moment actually has a singular quality to it. And I want to share this in a cognitive format for the basis of contemplation and critical thinking. Because my experience, and I believe a lot of people's experiences, when they think about the present moment, they don't actually bring in this singular quality to it, this single present moment. And I believe it's an idea worth sharing. The more we understand the present moment, the more benefits that we can have, the more we clearly understand what's actually going on. And it's interesting because, well, we're always having this visceral human experience right now. And almost in a paradoxical way, it's always right now. Here I am right now, there you are right now. All this is going on right now. But we don't really think of it that way. And then at the same time, we like to make statements that seem also like a paradox. Like, be here now. Be in the moment. Be one with the moment. The Zen of now. But again, just like I said, it's always right now. It's an interesting paradox. So I wanted to learn more about the present moment, or the moment, the living moment, the single present moment. I started to do more research. I started to learn things. And then I started to contemplate things. And then I started to meditate on the idea of the single present moment. And I wanted to just know more. And basically, the first question I asked myself is, well, what is the present moment? I mean, we say that all the time. Be here now. Be in the moment. Right now. But then, what is it? That's the question I ask people sometimes. Just out of the blue, sitting on the bus. Hey, what do you know about the present moment? Try it sometime. Right? But just think about it for a moment. What is the present moment, the single present moment? Well, through my contemplation, it's the only moment that actually exists. And that seems weird because viscerally it's always right now. But you got to just contemplate. It's worthy of contemplation. The future is not yet here. And the past is already gone. The future is not yet manifested. The past no longer exists. It's weird because it's right now. Metaphorically sandwiched in between the future and the present, the future and the past, is this single present moment. Just ask yourself when you think about a moment, how long that is. Or what does it mean when you say, hold on a moment? The famous last words, this is only going to take a moment. It's sandwiched in between the future and the past. And in that moment, it is the only moment that I can actually choose. This is what makes realizing, understanding more deeply the quality of the single present moment so powerful. I can only choose in that one single present moment. The past is gone. I can't change the past. Though sometimes I wish I could. And the future is not yet here. I can only influence the future. It's only in the present moment that I can choose. And that is incredibly powerful. And we want to be very aware of that. And that leads into my next question. When I think about the single present moment, I ask myself, well, what is the single present moment? Okay, it's the only moment that actually exists. And then I ask myself, how long is that moment? How long is a single present moment? Just try to remember what you just thought about a moment ago. That was a bad joke. It's actually the smallest amount of time possible. How often do you ever think about the smallest amount of time possible? Smaller than any amount of time we could actually record. I believe the smallest amount of time recordable is referred to as Planck Time. It has 20 or 30, 40 zeros behind it. It's incredibly small, but we can only record that small. But the actual single present moment that's metaphorically sandwiched between the future and the past is the smallest amount of time possible. If it was any smaller, it wouldn't exist. I think the only way I can express how small it is by saying in 1 second, there are more single present moments than all seconds from the beginning of our universe. That's a whole lot going on in 1 second. That's what makes it so powerful. All the power of your choice and choices exist in the smallest amount of time possible. And I believe if you really understand that, you more deeply contemplate it, you more deeply look at that, it's delicious. Can I say scrumptious? Because you realize how precious that is, how valuable that is, and in a real way, how delicate that is. I know in my own experience, I think one of my issues is that I just believe there'll always be enough time. Oh, I can make that choice in the future. I can change that later. I won't worry about that now. And I think, well, this is it. Right? This is the only moment that actually exists. It's a funky paradox, if I can say that, because the past is gone and the future is not yet here. The fact that we're always in the present moment is interesting. I mean, think about it. You cannot not be in the present moment. And I'm usually talking about the single present moment when people say, oh, be here now, be in the moment. I'm like, well, I can't help it. I'm always here right now. You cannot not be here. Being more aware of the moment, being more mindful of the moment, that's something different. That's not what I'm talking about. But I believe if you really, truly understand and deepen your realization of the single present moment, you will want to be more mindful. But whether you're spacing out or you're totally focused, you're here right now with all the rest of us. And everything that exists is happening in the present moment. It's what makes it so powerful. And the fact that it's so small. Smallest amount of time possible makes it so precious. And something that is so powerful and so precious is worthy of deeper contemplation, is worthy of more awareness. And if I really want to change my future, I really want to influence my future, future is not yet here, not yet manifested, not yet determined, then I must truly focus on these single present moments right now. And as I bring this short talk to a close, I think what I want to offer is just think about when is the best time to change your life. When is the best time to make a difference? Right now and in the future. In every single present moment.